Good afternoon, friends. Hope you are doing very well. Today I am going to start Drupal class chapter 2. In my previous class, which was class 1, I explained how to install the Drupal into your local system and also created a few basic pages, main navigation, and etc. Today I am going to start from there. I will try to explain you how to utilize your basic node modules to create the content types fields and its various uses. And also I'll show you enable few basic community modules so that your site looks more good. And in these sessions I will also display a suite module. I'll show you how to use that, and also I will show you how to use the meta module. So let us go back to our local instance. So this is our local instance. So you can see there are no navigation items it's showing here when I logged in into administration. So let me enable that. So there is one community module called administration menu. I will search with that and I will enable that. There are two modules associated with administration menu and an administration menu toolbar style. Both you need to enable. Let me save this. So you can see if you hover, then the sub menus are showing. So it is very helpful to navigate the main admin section areas. So let me clear the cache. To give you an overview on cache, it's a Drupal cache. So whenever you making any changes, it is a good practice. You always clear the cache so that your changes will reflect. So in my previous lesson, I created one content type, which is news. You can see here, this one news. And when you will install the Drupal first time, you will see the basic or by default content type article and basic pages. You can also add more fields as you want using this manage field section. You can see here. So let me create a few fields for this news section. The news may have a different fields. For example, it may need to have one image field, and based on that you can create an image. So let us create one image field, and the field type will be image. Now let me save this. You can make it as a required field. If you check this, you can also add some help text. You can add your allowed file extensions here. So for now you can see the available image extensions are already given: PNG, GIF, JPG. And also you can define the image size which the end user will upload. Also you can impose the maximum upload size. Let's give it 4 MB. And here if you give the 2 or 3 any fields, and based on that it will show into your form. For example, let's say you select 1, so number of fields will be shown as 1. So let me save the settings. So it's ready. Let me add more few fields. For example, I can add date. These are labels of the form which I am creating now. You can see date is not available. So for this I need to enable the date module. So let me go back to modules. So you can see there are a lot of dependent modules for date is also available. So if you want to see your date as a pop-up. Let's select that and enable it. So I'm enabling this number of date modules, and it has some dependencies with the views and chaos tools. So whenever you are going to enable any modules, if that module has any dependency, it will automatically show while enabling your module. So your news may be of different type: sports, entertainment, lifestyle, etc. So let us add few categories for your news content type. So this is the vocabulary, and under that I'll create few terms. So terms are actually the different categories under that news section. So let me add some terms. For example, your sports type, your news type may be sports. Let me create another. Let me create politics. Let me create regional. So these are the simple taxonomies which I have just created. Now let us go back to my content type, news. Let me refresh this one and go back to manage fields. Now let me enter the date. Since I have enabled the date modules, it is now showing under the field type. So let's select the widget as pop-up. Let me save this. You can set here the date format. I'm not going to change anything for now, but if you want to change according to your requirements, you can change that. So I have added two fields. One is enter image, the other one is enter date. Now I'm going to add another field, enter news type. So this is the category which I have just created using the taxonomy entity. And for this, remember, it's very interesting. If you want to assign any category or taxonomy, you need to select term reference. And how will it show? It can be shown either checkboxes or radio buttons or select list. So let me select as select list and let me save this one. And the vocabulary which I have just created is news category. And if you can remember, under this news category there are few terms which I have created. So when your form will be displayed, the number of those items will be shown. So let me save this. Okay, so I have created three fields here on the news content type. Now let me create the content of news type. So interesting, see this first two field, title and body, there's a default fields which was created at the time of creation of content type. But now I have customized and created three more fields here. You can see enter image, enter date and enter news type. Okay, and you can also order this labels from here. Go back to content types, news, then manage fields. So by drag and drop you can change that. For example, you want to enter the date here, image at last, so you can do accordingly. Now let me go back to the form. Now you can see it has been changed. The order of labels has been changed. The news comes here. So let me create one contents here. Let me select the format. Let me select full HTML. The pop-up, you can see the date when this news was created. The news type, let's select lifestyle. Let me choose one image. Let's see, I'm just uploading one dummy image. I'm setting the URL news 2. Now I'm saving this. Now this is being saved. You can see some labels are also showing. You can also control these from the admin section. See, enter date, the news, the date is appearing here. Enter your news type, lifestyle, it is also showing here. And you can also control the output of this image size. Let me show how to control these labels. Let me go back to content type, news, and I'll go into manage display. So from the naming convention, you understand that you can control your display through this interface. So in the level, you can see it's if you want to show it in line, it will show in line. If you select above, it will show above. But if you want to hide it, you can hide it as well. So for example, I'm hiding for two content type, two fields. And let me tell you one more thing. There are two tabs, you can say default and teaser. Teaser is basically the short description for any article, and default is the full content type. Okay. So if you want to add more display here, you can add from here. If you select the full content, it will come here. So let me save this and let me see the front end. So I have removed the field label from two fields. One is from the category and the other one is this image. Now let me show you how to control the image size to be displayed at the front end. In order to control your image resolution to be shown in the front end, you need to go into structure, then content type, news, manage fields, then you need to go to manage display, and here you have the option to select the image style to be shown at the front end. So right now it is shown as original image. So it is taking the resolution for as per the original image size. Now if you select the medium, or if you create any new style, it will also show under this drop down. And if you want to link this image to the content, so it will work accordingly. It's very smooth and there are a lot of options. You can work accordingly. So now you can see the image size now reduced to medium size. So friends, and now you can create as many as fields for any content type you want here. Now let me show you an interesting thing to display this number of fields in different layout. And for this I need to enable one interesting module which is called display suite module. So let me enable this and install. So if you just need to select this number of modules and some modules under that, but it is basically the module name is display suite, and if you install this or add this into your sites folder, it will show automatically here. But let me show you Here if you see under this sites all modules and community folder, I have added this number of community modules. I have not shown you adding all enabling all these modules. Right now I'm showing one by one, and this is the display suite module which I have added from before. Let me go back to my main Drupal instance, and I'm saving this. It's being saved. Now let me go back to the content. So for example, you want to display this news one. So you need to go into manage display, and you can see once you enable that display suite module, it will come like this. It will give you an option to select the layout. Let's select two column, and let me select save this. Now you can see it's showing left and right. So in the right hand section there are no fields currently given. So let me drag and drop and add two fields. So in the left hand side there are two fields, body and enter date, and the right hand side there are two fields. Let me save this. Now let me go back to the page. So see, now this coming as a two column layout. On the left hand side you can see the date and description, and on the right hand side you can see the category and the image. So using the display suite modules you can easily create the dynamic designs. You understand how to add different fields and display into the front end, and also you learn how to use the display suite module and create your dynamic layouts runtime, and you can assign the different fields to different layouts. For example, one column layout, two column layout, or three column layout as per the requirement of the page. And in the next session I will show you more interesting modules to create your website and more functionalities on that. Hope you like this session for today. Thank you.